let it rip now,
So
fella.
what's good?
Oh,
I'm
man,
back
it's
at it.
been a minute since we got together.
It's been a minute. We had a busy month here, month or two.
Yeah, you've been a busy feller.
Yeah, had a lot of races, man.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I did a Star Wars interview. That was fun.
Right on. Who'd
Got
you do
some
that
more.
with?
Ken Palpatine.
Ah,
Awesome guy.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. He went to Legends Con and he does some writing and he's a good dude. Very
Right
cool, very
on.
positive. Enjoys
Awesome.
it. So I had a good conversation with him. I got some other things set up now too as well down the line here.
Very cool.
Yep.
I like it. Getting back into it. You got a different angle going on too. I can see
I did.
your camera angle there.
I do. I actually, yeah, I changed my well, I did some customization on my desk here because it rises, right? So I
Yep.
can stand. And down below, it's two legs, then it's a little platform, and then there's wheels, but there's like a bunch of dead space. So I did some woodworking and now I have a base down there and I have my tower down there because before my tower was right here.
Oh, okay.
So it took up a lot of the top of the desk. So now I have the tower down below and then I have some more space to put things and
Sweet, man. I
so
like
yeah,
it.
it's cool. I got a place I can put my foot on. So
I like
yeah,
it.
I dig it. I dig it,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna have to mess around with mine a little bit and see if I can get a different angle going on here.
Yeah, I tried some things. Actually, my camera now is like right here in front of me, and before it was on like a extended pole,
Okay.
like behind me a little way. So now I have it right here, which is nice.
Yeah, I
So
like it.
yeah, just messing around with stuff, you know,
Right on.
doing some tweakage.
Yeah. Well, you got to change it up once in a while, you know, keep it fresh.
But so what's new with you, man? And I know it's been a little bit. I know you were doing the coaching thing, but on the
Yeah.
have you picked anything up new collecting for the amazing video game stuff you got going on?
Well, there should be some stuff getting shipped in pretty soon. Let's see. I think I have a collector's edition of Cult of the Lamb. I don't know, some people might know what that is, but it's out. There's copies out there already. Kids are playing it and some of my cross country kids are like, "Oh yeah, we played that." And it's
That's
like, but
cool.
I got like the collector's edition like was being made and it's still not out yet, but it's in the mail apparently.
So what does that does it come with a bunch of extra stuff or what? What's the deal?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I ordered it like half a year ago. so,
Okay.
so it sometimes when you do that, you know how it works. You order
Yeah.
something and it's like, all right, it's in production, and then a half year later, it comes in the mail. Like, what the heck is this? And
Well,
then you're like,
what's
oh, sweet.
what's what's the game about? Like what is it? What is it?
God, I
What's
don't even know. It just was one of those like, it was just one of those games that started picking up a lot of steam. Like, you know, oh my god, this game is like, it looks like a little pixelated.
them games are fun though.
Yeah,
Certain
yeah.
games do that, man. They just pop off. Like I'm sure you know the game Hades,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I
That's
love that game. I actually
dude.
played the hell out of that game.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic game, and that was kind of one of those games that was like, "Yeah, there's this game Hades." Nobody was like, and then all of a sudden it just took off
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and became
that was a
huge.
super fun game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a
I
couple
got
copies.
the soundtrack to that game actually. When I purchased the
Oh,
game, it
really?
came with the soundtrack. Yeah,
Right on.
cool music.
A bunch of digital soundtracks, or was it a physical CD or something?
Oh, I wish it was physical. No, it was a digital code, but it's the whole like when I downloaded it, it's got like an album cover and a track listing kind of thing. When I ported it on my MP3 player, it shows the pictures and stuff. So it's cool.
Oh, right on. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, me too.
Very cool.
Me too.
Yeah. And then what else? There's some, well, the Mario RPG that's coming out end of the month, I believe. Mario Wonder is also at the end of the month, I believe. Um October 13th, for any Souls fans, uh Lords of the Fallen is coming out. So
Okay.
that's next Friday. So I have that on pre-order. That looks extremely awesome. I am stoked for this game, like legit. So it seems like a Elden Ring type of vibe.
Oh,
Um, but you have uh a multiplayer where you can play the whole game with your buddy. Like
Oh,
old
dude,
Souls games, you had to like summon in, and it was basically just to help beat bosses. You couldn't just like run through levels or like run through areas. You
areas
had to
together.
just like it was like, okay, you summon in at the boss, fight the boss. As soon as that's done, they get ported back
They
to their own
they're
world. You
done.
know?
Okay,
Yeah. So I think in this one you can work with your buddy the whole time from start to finish, and
that's
then
good.
there's one really exciting aspect that I'm kinda looking forward to is there's, like, a second realm. So, like, it's you have your living realm, I believe they called that Axiom, and
Okay,
then they have, like, the dead realm, which they called Umbral, and you can use, like, a lantern, I believe, to, like, look into the dead world, but,
really?
like, the more you're in the dead world, the harder it gets. So you wanna probably limit it, I'm guessing, but you're also if you die in the real world, you go to Umbral and you have to fight your way
Fight
back
your way
into the
back.
real world. I
That's
guess it's
cool.
like a second chance type of thing,
That's
but
cool.
if you die in Umbral, and then it will be like your standard Souls game where I believe you probably lose your runes or whatever they I don't know what they're gonna call their
The
resource
resources.
or money or whatever, but, I think you lose it then, and then you'd have to go back and chase it down and find it again.
Oh,
But, yeah,
that
no.
seems pretty cool.
Yeah, that's I'm, like, pretty excited for that, that's gonna be kinda neat, and, like, the Umbral world, the Dead world, there's, like, secret passages that you wouldn't see in the real world, so you have to, like there could be a wall with a entrance, but you don't see it in the real world, you have to look in the Umbral to find it. So
Oh,
there's, like, different things that you have to, like, go back and forth and utilize both realms.
that's
So,
cool.
yeah, next Friday, I'm gonna be engulfed in a new
You
game, and
gaming
yeah, yeah,
hardcore.
for sure. Which is bad because this is championship season for cross country now, so we got conference this week and then sectionals is next week, so
Yeah, well, you gotta have some fun too, man. You can't
Oh,
just be
I know, but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time suck that's gonna happen within the next month here.
I like that they're doing that a lot more with games now where it's like the co-op thing. I mean,
Yeah,
co-op games are fun, dude.
well, back when we were young, we had co-op, everything was like what they call it, couch co-op, where you could just sit
Yeah,
on the couch with your buddy and play, right?
right.
And then, they kinda got away from that and everything's online multiplayer, which is cool and fun, but it's fun to have that cooperative aspect to a lot of games, you know?
100%.
I like that.
And it makes the experience better, in my opinion. You're
Oh,
having
yeah.
fun. You're having fun with your
Yep.
buddy. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was actually playing Shredder's Revenge not too long ago again, and I had no idea there's, like, new DLC for that
Oh,
with a
is it
couple
really?
new characters, yeah. New
Oh, right
levels.
on.
Yeah, I was like, "What? This is" because that game is great. It was a
Yeah.
fantastic game.
Yep. Yeah,
Landon
we
and I
had fun
beat
with
it.
it.
We sat down and just played right through it because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's cool how you
It
can level each character up, and then you get different moves. Like, I like how they implemented things along that lines rather than
yeah.
it's just the same old
Yep. It
button
was a
smashable.
classic platformer, but then they
Yep.
added some new stuff to it. No, that was really fun. I like that one. Um, and what's cool about those platformers like that is, like, 2 hours, you can run through the whole game in, like, 2 hours, not even,
Yep.
right? And so it's actually kinda fun. And that was the same thing with Hades, right? You could smash through it, and we were talking about that, remember?
Yeah,
Because I
we I
for
mean,
some
yeah.
reason, I couldn't beat the damn game, and, like, I don't know why. I don't know why I had such a hard time with it, and it
Well,
took me forever.
it's hard. It was a hard it's kinda hard until you get, like, a groove. You gotta get, like, the right rhythm and certain, it's neat how each level it's kinda different when you go back to it. Like, there's,
Right,
different mobs and, the room has changed a little bit, and depending on what you do into the next room and who shows up, like, it's cool. But I remember trying to beat the end boss, and I got killed so many damn times, I was so pissed. But then I
yeah,
got good at it.
right. But you didn't you say that you could, like, run through that in, like, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, see, it would take me, like, a half an hour to get to the boss every time.
Yeah. No,
I I just couldn't I'm like and then I'm reading I went online to look, like, how people are doing it, and I'm like, "How 10 minutes? What the hell? How I can't even get through, like, the first 2 or 3 rooms in 10 minutes,
yeah.
let alone get to the boss and beat him."
Well, once you pick the right weapon and you like I said, you got that groove and how you move and use your it's just yeah, it there it's it
There's
It's
a
like
way
m
to it.
yeah, and it's muscle memory and what buttons to hit when and try to it's yeah. It's been a while since I played it. I'd probably be terrible now if I tried it,
Yeah.
right?
No, that was a fun game though, man. I played the crap out of that.
But the storyline was great. I love the
Yes.
interactions with the gods. It was just
Yep.
cool.
I did like that. I did like those stories and, like, I learned about it. Like, it was actually
Yeah,
kinda educational because you actually learned about, like, Cepheus and, all the other
Achilles.
Achille
And
yeah, just all of them. They just had their own storyline, and you actually learned about who they were or what you know, their mythical storyline
presence
was,
was,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
what they did.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. There was another I forgot the style of there's this term that they use for them style of games, and there was another one that I had tried, and it just didn't it they nailed it with the Hades one, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
it's kill I think they're making a part 2 as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, with a female lead, um, is the main character now trying to do I don't know the exact storyline, I just seen clips, a little bit about it, and it was like, "Ah, right on."
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
excited for that.
It reminded me of, like, Gauntlet a little bit, the way the playthrough
Oh,
went.
Gauntlet
Remember
Legends?
Gauntlet? Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah, Gauntlet Legends, yeah, or any of the Gauntlet, they're all
Yeah,
the they
yeah, there
yeah.
was some on PlayStation too, right?
It goes back to Nintendo. There's a Gauntlet for Nintendo, that's where it started. The
The
regular like,
original.
NES, yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then, yeah, then they just kept going along, but Gauntlet Legends was 64 Nintendo
64,
64.
yeah.
Yep. I don't know if did they make one after that? I'm pretty sure they probably did. I think there
They
was one for GameCube.
yeah, there is, and I know they made it for the PlayStation 1, but like,
Okay.
they brought it out on the PS1, and then you had to have the multi-tap adapter if you wanted more than 2 players,
Oh, yeah,
which not
yep,
everyone had a multi-tap adapter.
yep.
That was kinda like a scarce item. You could rent it from,
Yeah.
your
Oh, I
local
do
video
yes, you
store.
could, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that. Going to Angeli's to get
Sometimes I
get
have this idea, it's like, we I miss like, it's our fault that them we talked about this, I'm sure, either on here or maybe when we were hanging out, but, like, how it's unfortunate that we were the demise of them because of streaming services now, right? But it's
Oh, yeah.
still I was like, I told Trisha one day, I'm like, "It'd be cool, we should start up a video store, just have, like, the classics that you can rent, just to go to do that experience, going on a date, you would go to the movie store with your buddies, like you said, you'd go
Yeah.
and have to rent a video game. It would just that experience is something special. Nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something about that, you just walk in and you're trying to you could get a lot if you're like you said, if you're on a date, you could get a lot of knowledge from what kind of movies the other person's picking or
Yeah. Oh,
liking,
sure.
it's like, "Oh, they want a, rom-com or some weird
Rom-com.
thing," or you're, like, over there looking at the, Rambo or what
Action or
the
some
action, like
horror movie.
yeah, Van Damme shit.
Yeah.
It's like, "Well,
Yeah.
we're a little off here, I don't know, let's find a happy medium," but you could always, like, settle on, like, a Adam Sandler comedy or something like that, and
Yeah, well, then
be
we're always
perfect.
it's the perfect mood setter.
Yeah.
American Pie was big back in
Oh,
going to high
yeah.
school, then
American P
we're
yep,
yeah, "Let's go watch American Pie."
yep.
Bunch of dirty stuff in there. Stifler. Classics, man.
Yeah, dude, those are good movies.
What
Do
else?
they hold up? I don't think I've watched any of those movies in a long time. You
Yeah, I
watch them
haven't.
again, you're probably like, "Wow, this is really cringy."
Yeah, well, it just you watched the shit out of them back then too,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yep.
Varsity Blues, I used to
Varsity
watch that.
Blues, I was just gonna say Varsity
Yeah.
Blues, that was yeah, there was a group, we just had our historical days, last week or whatever, and there was a group of dudes that all had the Varsity Blues jerseys on. That was kinda funny.
Tweeter.
Tweeter
Yeah.
doing his end zone dance.
Yeah, man, I just finished watching well, last night I watched the season finale of The Wheel of Time of season 2.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I know you gotta check that show out because
Yeah. It's on my list, I got it on my
it
list,
was
man.
banging, dude. I was clapping, it was that good.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
Right
like,
on.
"This is good," and, I it makes me kinda wanna read the books now too, as well.
Okay.
I have a lot of them, but I just trying to find time reading 2 books already, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I was blown away. I'm like, damn. But now it's like now I'll probably have to wait 2 years before they come out with another season. Just the wait. Like I remember waiting for Game of Thrones. It's just
Yes.
because I didn't have the HBO subscription.
That was such a wait, and then I was let down with Game of Thrones. I didn't like the way that ended.
Yeah, a lot of people were disappointed. I heard they're making a new show like Snow about Jon Snow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a
I
series.
can see them doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be all for that.
Yeah, that'd be kinda neat.
Use the character, use the actor while he's still in age to do stuff. That's a big
Yeah,
thing nowadays, in my opinion. You got to use these people while they fit in the storyline at an age because once
right.
you get somewhere, it's too late.
That's the hard part is continuing storylines though, like, is writing that out. That's why it's, like, so impressive how Star Wars has been continuing storylines forever. I
I
mean,
know.
we're talking 50 years now, like,
It's
you know what
a
I
long
mean?
time, dude. Yeah,
That's 50 years of storylines, and that it just keeps growing,
yeah,
and you do that with, like, Game of Thrones, like, where do you go? Like, where what are they gonna do, you know?
yeah. I'm not sure. I never watched the House of Dragons. I've heard
No,
kind of
me either.
mixed reviews. I don't
Yep,
think it was as was hot as the original, which I
right.
can see that. It's more about the Targaryens and that storyline, but what they did with that show in the first well, really, the last season was kind of what a lot of people don't like and how it ended, but it was banging the whole time
Yeah.
through.
What really confused me about the whole thing is, like, the main like, the White Walkers, right? Like,
Yeah,
they really almost didn't even serve a purpose. You never found out what they were after, what they were doing. They were just
they were
kind of
just
there.
there. Yeah, well, it was th you needed that. You needed the bad guy.
You needed the bad guy, but you usually wanna have a but really was or the bad guy was, like, oh, man, it's been a while since I've even watched
It's
the
been a
show.
long time for me too. Well, a lot of
Like,
different
Joffrey,
things.
like,
Yeah,
that family was the bad guys,
he
and
was a little shit, man.
he was, man. I never
That
I
dude
was never so happy, like, when he died.
got yeah,
It's just it's like, "Sorry, man." I was rooting against you the whole time. It's like, "Is this
but
gonna be the episode?"
even he did a good job.
He nailed that part, man.
Yeah,
No doubt.
to a T.
Yeah,
To a T, man.
yep.
He
You
he
when
he believed it.
if you can make people hate you, like, or love you or whatever it is,
Yep.
like, you crush it, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's, on the gaming side of things, I started playing Call of Duty United Offensive again, the original Call of Duty.
Okay.
I've been doing that online now.
Right
I
on.
actually joined a clan, so it's
Hell
pretty
yeah,
cool.
man, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
we've been having fun on Discord talking. I've been playing that game since it came out, man. I've been playing that game, shit, over 15 years probably.
That's insane, and that's crazy that people are still online and their
Yeah.
servers
Oh,
still
yeah.
let thing rip, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of, actually, one of the gentlemen I talked to, he lives in Kenosha.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah, that's cool, and then there's people from England and the UK and all over. It's the Rebel Alliance. That's the name of the clan,
Okay.
so it's pretty cool. So
Bunch of Star
they've been
Wars
doing it for 10 years, I believe.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's crazy about that is if you've been playing it for that long, like, with all this new digital gaming and media and stuff coming out, one of the questions like, is that gonna be there 10 years down the road? Because there's games
I
where
know.
you have to play online, right? You
Yeah.
can't you can't play it unless you're online on that server, whatever. And that question is like, are those gonna be around 10 years? Are you gonna be able to play the game? Are they just gonna shut that down?
Yeah, I know.
And then
They
you're
could
left
do
with
that.
nothing, you know?
Right.
Those, like, PlayStation 5 and everything, they have the digital only versions. It's like, if you don't have a physical copy that you can't just play whenever you want to,
You're
you're screwed.
yeah. It
So
sucks.
so that's the question is like, but knowing that you're still playing a game that, a lot of people aren't playing, but it's still open and out there, like, it's a good sign
Yeah,
that
it's
maybe
hopeful.
yeah.
Plus, I mean, it's Call of Duty, so, like,
It's Call of Duty, so
they're
yeah.
huge already.
Yep.
Um, I believe the NASCAR sim racing game I used to race online in a league, I believe they shut their servers off too.
Did they
Like,
really?
yeah, there's places like you said, there's games that they shut the servers off and that's
I
it.
suppose maybe it's just a popularity thing, so if you have games that are gonna be, you know, Call of Duty popular, probably Madden, I'm sure would be on there, like,
Yeah,
that
all
kind
the
of
EA
will
stuff.
probably never really go away because there's always gonna be like, and with football, well, it's kinda weird that NASCAR, because I would imagine that has a pretty solid following. Doesn't
Yeah,
that
but
isn't that the most popular sport in America?
NASCAR?
Yeah, I think it is. I swear that it was.
I don't know.
I could
It
be
could have
wrong.
been at one time.
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was like they did like a poll based on like was it viewership or something, that NASCAR had the most spectators, or maybe it was well, 'cause, like, fans
Yeah.
at a venue, like,
They do hold a lot
yeah,
at certain tracks are very popular.
yeah, maybe that's what it
50,000
is. I'm
plus.
not sure. I'd have to look that up, but, yeah, at one point, because everyone thought, like, football, right? I mean, NFL
That's
is
what I would have said, yeah.
insanely popular,
Yeah.
but I think at one point, NASCAR was actually the highest at something. I
Th
don't know exactly what it
There's a
was.
certain stretch of years, like, I grew up with it because my dad's always followed it, he still follows it.
Mhm.
But, like, when Dale Jr. came on the scene, like, that whole early 2000, 13,
Yep,
14, it was just massive, yeah, and that's special to me because just the way the races were and how the cars looked, like, they made the cars look different now. They're a little
yeah,
bigger, they use different tires, there's a whole different rule set now. A lot of the guys that I used to watch retired, which, that happens in every sport, but
yep,
they made the cars safer, so that's great because
yes.
sometimes their wrecks are it's like, how do you walk away from that?
Yeah, you
It's
flip 9
insane.
times and you're like, "Holy shit."
Yeah, but it's just it doesn't have the feel for me anymore. It doesn't grab me like it used to.
Right.
So I still watch old highlights of some of the races I used to like, I remember watching that and watching that racer win, whether it
Yeah,
was Tony Stewart or Dale Jr. or Jimmy Johnson, all
yep,
these guys. So, but I would assumed that the NFL would have been the biggest.
right. And
Just
I'm sure on most days it probably is, really, but, yeah, I don't know where the heck I read that.
I don't even
That's weird.
follow NFL much. Like, I have no idea who's who.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
big into
don't.
NFL. I like the NFL a lot. But, look, I own Packer tickets, and I go to games, and actually, the wife and I, we went to the couple years ago, we were in DC, so went to at the time, it was the Redskins, but it's the Commanders, so we went to a game at their stadium,
No
so
shit.
that was kinda cool, and then this year, we went to the Packer-Bear game
Mm.
in Chicago, so now we're gonna "Hey, we should probably make a thing of traveling around, going to stadiums and checking them out," just it doesn't
Something to
even
do.
have to be a Packer game,
No.
but it could be, like, whoever, just, "Hey, let's take a ride to Detroit and go watch the Lions play. Let's go, you know, head over to Minnesota. Let's go Kansas City," or wherever. Just take a
Something. Yeah.
weekend trip or something and
Yeah.
see all the
Why not?
stadiums, It'd be kinda
Yeah.
cool.
When we took our family trip to New Orleans and, we stayed in Mississippi on the way down, we stopped at the Talladega Superspeedway,
Oh, yeah.
and they have a museum there, like a Hall of Fame, so we took a tour through that. We got to ride out by the track. Guy took us in a bus. This was, what, 4 years ago now? But like that track was special because I always loved watching the super speedways,
Yep.
and then just driving up to that, it was just
Insane.
mind blowing, dude. Just amazingness.
Well, Spartan racing, so I did, like, Spartan racing for a little while. It's like obstacle course, racing, and, one of the races that I ran was on the Michigan Speedway,
Oh, cool.
Michigan Motor Speedway,
Yeah, that's a big
and
one.
so you started inside, and then, you ran outside of it, and then you did your thing, and then you came back in through the tunnels and stuff, and then ran around, like, half a lap on the track, and I think that's, like, a 2-mile track or something, like it's big,
Yeah, yeah, it's a
and
big
it's
one.
like,
Yep.
"Holy crap." When you're inside and you're thinking to yourself, "Okay, 1 lap on, like, a regular, like, athletic track and field track is, like, a quarter mile," right?
Yeah,
So you're like, "Okay, quarter mile on the track there," and then you look at the motor speedway, and you can see the whole track from where you're standing in the middle, and you're like, That's 2 miles? There is no way that's 2 miles, but man, it's it
You
looks
know,
smaller than it is.
well, they go over 200 miles an hour on that track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know, and it's like but that's what's crazy is, like, where you're standing, it doesn't look like a 2-mile track, but when you really because it's so big that it looks small,
So, yeah,
if
that's
that
the
makes any sense.
perception,
Yeah,
especially being in the middle. You're like, "Oh, okay." And then you
yeah,
get on one end, turn one, and you're like, "Holy shit."
yeah, you realize the track is, like it takes you, like, a minute to walk across it because it's so wide or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're way, way bigger than what it looks like on TV, you know? So that was pretty cool. Do they even race in Michigan anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. I
Yep.
wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't
They
know."
used to race there twice a year. I'm not sure if they still do.
Okay.
Yep. Um, you mentioned the what are they? The Commanders?
Commanders, no, yep.
Yeah. Did you know I read recently that a Native American tribe is actually suing the Washington Commanders to get the name changed back to the Redskins
I
because
heard this.
that the Native American chief that's on the helmet was actually he's got a name and I can't pronounce it and I don't really remember it off the top of my head, but they were saying every time they went out on the field, they were representing that chief.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
No, I love it.
I
And
do too.
actually, so when we went to the game, they were the Redskins at the time, and they would have, um I know exactly what you're talking about because they like, in between, like, timeouts or whatever it was, they actually had a tribe go out there and play drums and instruments and
Oh,
stuff,
really?
and they would, like, do a dance, and that's what it was for. It was
Yeah?
for the chief.
The chief.
Yep. Yeah, so it was kinda cool to see that, and we actually sat right in the end zone, so, like, they were right in front of us. I mean, like, we were, what, 15 rows up or something like that, and they were right there in the end zone. It's like,
They
"Okay, cool."
they do a great job with their music and how they portray it and how it comes off and even how they sing when they do their chants.
Yep, and dance,
Very
everything.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
no, it's
cool.
kinda neat. No,
I love
I hope it gets changed back.
so do I.
I really do. I think that's important that we keep and it's weird how they made the change there for that name, the Redskins. Apparently, for whoever it was, thought that was offensive or whatever.
Right.
But the Chiefs, the Braves, the Seminoles, what else? I mean, I could probably go forever
There's
and
a lot.
name in my opinion, like, that's kind of like a like, we're proud of that, so that's why we're naming our football team or baseball team after that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
I
know, I don't know in what world anyone could be offended by if something was named after me, I would be like, "Hell yeah."
yeah,
Right?
well, yeah.
Like, in no world can I think of a negative to that. I just
Right.
don't understand it, you know?
Well, I
But
guess it also depends on what happened or what became of. R
yeah,
does that make sense?
yeah, you mean, like, if the person was a terrible human being, like, naming something after them would be negative?
Well, just like the Nobel Peace Prize,
Yeah.
right? That you know that story, right?
Remind me.
The gentleman that created the Nobel Peace Prize now, fuck, I'm terrible remembering names lately, dude. I don't know what's going on, but he actually created dynamite, like the first,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
and that's what they were gonna remember him by
Yes. And it was
because of
kinda like the same story as Oppenheimer, right? Like,
yeah.
he knew the consequences, but went with it, right?
So, yeah. Like, I don't somebody in his family passed away, and there was a write-up in the newspaper, and they actually they spelled the name wrong or did something where it was actually him, but he didn't die, and then they were like, "Oh, this good, he's dead, he created the dynamite and all this other crap," and then he was like, "Holy shit, this is how people are gonna remember me? Nah," and then he created the Nobel Peace Prize.
Uh-huh. So the man of destruction is known for his peace
Yeah,
prize and not
yeah.
for his Yes, that's right, that is I do remember that story now.
Interesting, huh?
It is, it's crazy.
But I hope they do get the name changed back. That's great that that's happening.
Think of all the marketing and stuff that they've had to
Oh, I know.
adjust and redo, though, so, like,
Uh,
going back would be is probably gonna be harder than the
It's
other,
tough, man.
changing.
I, yeah, that's shitty when that kinda stuff happens. Like, even well, Dale Jr., he used to drive the number 8 Budweiser
Yeah, and then he went to 88,
forever,
right?
and then he went to 88. Yep, and that whole and then he Budweiser wasn't the sponsor anymore, and, it was the National Guard, Mountain Dew, or AMP, which was
Yeah,
cool, that paint
yep,
scheme looked cool, but all the
yep.
guys that had the 8 tattoo,
Yeah,
added
right,
another 8 or they left it, y you
yep.
know? So it
Yeah,
was
that's hard, you rebrand yourself. That's tough.
rebranding, that's a tough deal, and everybody that bought jerseys for, the Redskins I worked with a guy that was a huge Redskins fan, and he was
Yeah,
just pissed when they changed the name. Just pissed.
I still call them the Redskins because I
Yeah,
just
so do
it's
I.
just, the Redskins, whatever.
Yep. Yeah. What do you think about Rodgers? What happened with Rodgers?
Oh, dude. I mean, it sucks for the Jets for sure, and I'm a Rodgers fan, like I was. He is kind of a dink sometimes, and he's definitely seems like the dude who just, like, wants the drama or wants the
Y
the
y
limelight, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, he's whatever, sunshine's from California, Like, it's just like, whatever. Like, but, I don't know, man, that kinda sucks, like, he's gonna come back.
Oh, sure.
He's that dude that's like, "Yeah, oh, count me out because 'cause I'll prove you wrong," type of thing,
Well, of course.
Which is what really, like which I really like about it, 'cause a lot of ways, that's how I am too, like, "Oh, you wanna count me out? You wanna oh, you'll never be able to do this. Yeah, watch me." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That type
well,
of
that's
thing.
a good mentality to have.
Yeah, and, it's, it sucks, but, that's football, man. That's what they get paid millions of
That's what they
dollars
get to
to
yeah, I know.
risk,
Jesus.
right?
It's a risk.
Yep.
I was watching a game the other night, Thursday night game because we got Prime. Oh, fuck, who was it? Minnesota and somebody. It was a couple weeks ago, but I didn't know they allowed them to wear, like, jewelry and shit out on the field. No.
Oh,
With
yeah.
necklaces and stuff. I'm like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah, they have forever. Remember Dion would always have his gold chains and earrings and stuff in, and
Yeah, but I thought he had to take that stuff off for games. I didn't know.
yeah, yeah.
It
No,
just
but,
threw me for a loop. I wasn't used to seeing it.
yeah, I remember, Aaron Jones had oh, man, I don't know the exact story. I think he had, like, a cross or he had, like, some sort of necklace, and I don't know if it had, like, if his dad had given it to him or his dad ashes or something, but I think his dad
Mm,
passed away or something like that.
mm.
Um,
Yeah, okay,
and
well,
then
I
he
think
lost it in the end zone or so, like, he didn't know where it went, but they, like, found it. So, like, it was kind of
that's
a crazy thing, but
that's oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what you're kinda risking.
sure. Yeah, I have a necklace with my grandfather,
Okay.
and,
Yep,
yeah, I don't wear it. I just keep it in my jewelry box and,
yep.
pull it out from time to time and look at it and,
Yeah, it's the
you know
remembrance.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd be afraid of that kinda situation.
Right. Dude, I'm afraid to lose I wear a watch, and that's it, like, I can't I'm afraid if I won't stick my arm out the window of the car, like, when we're driving, you know how you just
Yeah,
stick
just to
your arm
let
out
the
it?
wind
I won't
blow.
even do that because 'cause I'm afraid my watch is gonna fall off even though it's, like, completely locked on, you know what
Yeah,
I
I wear 2 rings. One is, a Darth Vader wedding band, but it's rubber, it's silicone.
Oh, yeah.
An
Yep.
Enso ring.
Yes.
They make
Yep, I
it's
have
got the
some of those.
lightsaber on there, it's really great. These are amazing. Check them out, Enso rings, they got all kinds of different ones. And then I just wear another fitness one on this hand, but they're rubber and they're
Yeah,
tight, I'm not worried about it. My actual wedding ring I keep put away because it doesn't fit me anymore.
okay.
Um, so
Yeah, I have big ass knuckles and, like, my fingers they're not right, so, like, my wedding ring will, like, slide on, but it's hard to get over my knuckle, but once it's on, it's, like, loose and floppy, so it's like,
right.
"Okay, well, this"
Yeah, that's why I took
and
mine
then I
off too. I
play with it, and I'm like, "I don't like it."
go
So,
swimming, you can drop like, with the water makes it really
yeah,
could fall off and then it's in the pool or,
right.
where the bay, the
I don't
ocean,
think
river,
it'll come over my
wherever.
knuckle, honestly, like, I think it's locked on there because my
Oh,
knuckles are so damn big. I've jammed them and busted them up so bad, like, they don't but those rubber ones I have a rubber one too, but I just don't like the way they feel.
no?
Never been a jewelry person, really.
Hmm. Yeah, I got a necklace I wear. the Jedi one. That's about it. And an
Mhm.
earring. I used to have both my ears pierced, and now I threw an earring in because Emma got her ears pierced, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, watch this!" Boom, and I just because your
Really?
yeah, they never like really close up all the way. So,
Right.
and I got it.
It does a little bit though, you have to, like, pop it through?
Yeah, yeah, but it's like very minute.
Okay,
Doesn't
just like a
hurt
little
or
piece of
nothing.
cartilage or something that
I'm
just
like, "Give me one of your unicorn ones. I'll put that in." No, she says.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see how Rodgers comes back. I was curious to see how he's going to play. Jumping back to that, because when Favre left, I mean, he rocked it,
Yeah.
especially when we got to Minnesota. He
Yeah.
was killing it.
Yep. No, he'll be back, he'll be playing some more, you know? I'll be looking forward to it. He'll probably be more, won't be as, like, nimble, and granted, he's old now, but, like, he's not he's never been, like, one of those, like, stand in the pocket and that's all he can do quarterbacks. He was
Right.
always pretty mobile, you know, he could always
You can move.
yeah, exactly. So, I don't know how much he'll be able to run outside the pocket after that kind of an injury, but
Yeah, that's kind of that puts a lot of people down. Like you just don't move the same after that.
right.
Even
He'll
fighters.
never be as slow as Peyton Manning, though. I mean, Peyton Manning couldn't move at all. Like, snails ran as fast as he did, you know?
Yeah.
So, like so he won't be that slow, but yeah, I
What do
don't
you
know.
th- What do you think of Love?
I like him. I like him so far. Um, I was always kinda confident in him coming through. I mean, you look at how Favre and Rodgers, that 3-year process, 3, 4-year process that he got to
Yeah.
learn Rodgers got to learn and make his obviously, like, make himself into the quarterback he wants to be, but you get to learn from somebody who's already at the top highest
Yeah.
level,
The peak, right?
and Love is the same thing now. He got to learn and take in all the knowledge. Now it's just up to him to find his
Rhythm.
yep.
He's got to find his groove.
And he's made some pretty bad passes, but he's made some insanely good passes too. Like, the
I think
dude the dude can throw.
I think it'll be a good year, good 2 years, and then he'll
Oh,
really
yeah.
shine.
Well, you gotta remember too, like, I say we, like, the Packers have one of the youngest teams in the NFL, if
Yeah.
not the youngest. So, like, and Love is like he's in his 4th year, I think, 4th or 5th year, and first time starter. You have wide receivers that are either rookies or second year guys. A couple of the tight ends are rookies. The offensive line is completely in shambles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's upside, but there's really not a whole lot of downside, you know?
Give
And
it
their
some
defense
time.
is getting good.
Yeah. Give
Defense
it
is
some
starting to
time.
come around, so no, it's gonna be exciting next couple of years to see how this really turns out, you know?
Yeah. I'm interested to see, that's for sure. Because it's always been like we've had generations of great quarterbacks in Green Bay. Don Mikowski, Brett Favre,
Oh god,
Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers. There's been a long stint of
Yeah. See, people forget about Don Mikowski.
oh yeah, no, I
So,
know.
like, in the what was it, in '89 or '90? He was he was in the running for MVP,
Mhm.
and I think I might be wrong, but I think he had, like, the most passing yards in those years, and you gotta remember, there was Dan Marino, Steve Young,
See,
Joe
yeah,
Montana, like, those are, like,
there
dudes
was
that were playing then, man,
legends, bro.
you
John
know?
Elway.
John Elway, like, and Don Mikowski's in there, but, like, totally overlooked, you
Yep.
know? So
Yeah. You gotta think of that, man. Just I remember collecting that was fun collecting cards back then.
oh, yeah.
That was fun trading with your buddies and like I was big into football back then. Them were
Yep.
legends, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Barry Sanders, Emmett Smith. There was a lot of great I'm probably forgetting so many because there was a
Oh,
lot of
there
good
was
dudes back then.
oh my god, yeah. Thurman Thomas, you remember Thurman
Oh,
Thomas?
yeah.
Another good running back. Jim Kelly was an
Jim
underrated
Kelly.
quarterback. Remember Jim Kelly?
Yeah.
Get the Buffalo Bills to the Super Bowl, what, 3 years in a row and
That's
lose every
crazy,
one of
dude.
them.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Who else? Oh, man, there's
Yeah.
just a ton, just a
There's a lot. But it was
back when defenses were, like, scary. I mean,
Oh,
like,
monsters.
scary because
Brick
you could
shit
just hit
houses, dude.
dudes. You could just
Yeah,
hit dudes, like, no rules, helmet to helmet. Your goal was to knock the dude out. But the
just
thing is, you knock the dude out, he's still coming out the next
yeah.
play, throw the football, whatever, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was no, like, "Okay, we're gonna take some time here, you're out."
Yeah, concussions weren't,
They weren't a thing.
they were a thing, they just
Well,
no one knew about them.
right.
No one cared about them. It was just kinda like, "Eh, get out there, go do your thing," you know?
Yeah, that's another thing, man, like, people, sports in general or fitness and exercising, like, you always hear about the positive benefits and positive side of things, but nobody ever talks about the negative consequences.
Mhm.
Unless you're somebody famous that comes out and they do a documentary on you or something,
Sure.
like, um ooh, sorry for that. Dale Jr., he sat out some races because of a concussion,
Sure.
and I watched a thing with him, and he was really sick. Like, he couldn't move, he had to just sit on a couch and be very still, otherwise his equilibrium was all jacked up, and he'd feel nauseous, and
Sure.
he reached out and got some help, and he had to do all this physical therapy where he had to hold, like, a line, and there was different levels on this line that he had to focus his eyes on to kinda, like, retrain his, you know, v vision and his mind, and,
Sure.
like,
And
it
you
was
gotta
pretty
imagine when you're
intense.
driving, you're going 200 miles an hour, how fast things are coming up on you. You have to be you have to be able to, like, be focused on what's in front of you, what's behind you, what's to the sides of you. At 200 miles an hour, one slip, that's could be detrimental, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah,
for a race car driver, like, you can't be your brain can't be in scrambles, you know what I mean? You have to be on
right.
point.
Or, breaking bones and tearing muscles and ligament,
Well,
like, that shit happens.
you look at, like, gymnasts and stuff too, there's been well, like, Simone Biles had a she sat out, remember, was it last year or 2 years ago? She sat out for Worlds, I think, for the World Championships.
I'm
I
not
can't
sure.
remember, or maybe it was the Olympics.
Might have been the
They all
Olympics.
they all blend together. My wife is really into all that stuff.
Yeah,
But, she sat out because of, like, mental and it could have been stress or depression or whatever the hell it was. I don't know the story. But either way,
mhm.
she sat out and, to get herself right. I think she had, it wasn't vertigo, but it was like they have a name for it where your balance is off,
Yeah, well,
you know?
that's a partially could be some sort of vertigo because that really messes people up big
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
But yeah, like you said, the old football players, like, concussions were a thing, but it was like, "Okay, well, go home, take some Tylenol, and rest a
yeah.
little bit, and you'll see you Monday."
Go grab some Vicodin and get
Yeah,
back out
or
there.
that too.
You know?
Yeah,
We'll
what
we'll we'll take you in the locker room, shoot you up, there you're fine,
yeah,
go, get back in there.
or the big bodybuilder guy, Coleman. I can't think of his first name
Ronnie,
now. Ronnie
Ronnie
Coleman.
Coleman, yeah,
I mean, he's had 20 back surgeries and knee replacements from just lifting
yeah,
heavy shit. And
yeah.
for what? I mean, yeah, he looked big and beastie, but well, I mean, he made obviously some money and things along those lines, but now he's
Yeah, when
fucked.
you're at that level, you're probably with sponsorships and,
Yeah,
you know,
but that
metrics and whatever, it's like you get all the big names coming after you, just forking over money just to plaster you all over their material, you know?
right. So I mean, that shit happens.
Yeah.
Regular people too.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you just are just in a regular car accident, you fall off your bike, whatever, you hit your head. It doesn't take much to get a concussion,
No,
you know? It really
no.
doesn't.
Mm-mm. I knocked myself out once. I
You
knocked my yeah. That's funny. I hit myself. No, I was on a playground. I was in elementary school, and it was winter, and there was snow, and things are slippery, right? On one of the, like, I don't know what you call them, the big pieces of equipment with a bunch of different slides and monkey bars.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
kid hill.
well, I slid and I hit my head on a pole on this spiral thing that goes down where you can climb up. The next thing I know, I'm waking up and there's a bunch of kids around me and a teacher, and I'm seeing double, and
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
yeah, I had to go to the emergency room, and I
I
throw it
saw a
out.
meme. You're talking about that little spirally thing, right? They're both like yay round,
Mhm.
and they just spiral up the.
Yep.
Like I was watching a thing the other day, and they're like, "My life has changed forever," and the kids were sitting on top of it, and then they would like slide down it. Like
Really?
it's not supposed to be a ladder; it's like supposed
No.
to be like a slide.
Really?
Yeah, that's a really super weird. I'm like, "What the heck?" I've never, you know, the only every time I see that, I don't know if you've ever watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I know of the show, but no, I haven't.
Okay, so Frank, played by Danny DeVito, um, he gets, like, stuck in one of those, and you know Danny DeVito,
Oh,
short
yeah,
little
the
vacuum
little
cleaner,
yeah,
right? He's, like, in this thing, like, in his underwear, and he's, like, stuck in there. I don't know how he even got in there, but, like, it's on a playground, kids are playing around him, and he's, like, in his underwear, and, like, the other characters are, like, keeping him there. They were gonna help him get out, but they're trying to, like, get information from him, so they just kept them there.
that's crazy.
So, like, every time I see one of those, that's all I think about.
I hear that's
Danny
a fun I
DeVito's
heard it's a good show, it's funny. That's what I hear.
Oh, it's
Well, Danny
hilarious.
DeVito's hilarious.
Yeah, oh, it that they got him to do some of the craziest so they got him to do some of the craziest stuff on that show, I don't know, man.
Dude, he's another actor that's been around in the game for a while.
Oh, dude, I know. And now he's doing all those, like, Jersey Mike subs commercials. You see those?
No,
Those are kinda funny too. Yeah, Jersey
really?
Mike subs. I'm not really a big fan of those subs, but, um, yeah, no, he's doing commercials for them, and they're all just kinda weird commercials, you know? But,
Interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't get much commercials because I don't have any real TV. It's just all subscriptions, and I don't
Yeah.
pay for live subscriptions, like
No,
Hulu
that's
Live.
that's yeah. Oh, yeah. So we got, like with Hulu, I think we got Hulu, Prime, Netflix. I don't know what else we have, but
But I will say,
yeah.
not too long ago, I had to go to my mother-in-law's house, and, she was gonna cancel her cable because obviously the cable is, like, crazy expensive, like
Yeah, it's getting insane.
yeah, like, I was like, "You're paying how much? That's nuts. I don't think I pay that for all the shit I have."
Yeah.
Um, so and then they try to coach you back into keeping it or we'll give you a better deal. Well, anyway, she got her bill cut in, like, over half, and she's just now they have, like an app, like cable streaming service, which is cheaper, I guess, than
Okay.
having, like, the boxes and such.
Oh, sure.
So we had that set up, and we were helping her figure that out, and I seen commercials for the first time in a long time, and it was like every other commercial was, like, about medication or getting your flu vaccine or the
Isn't that
COVID
weird, dude?
shot. I
Oh,
was
no,
like,
man.
"What the fuck?"
Even Hulu does it. Hulu does the same thing. Like, they'll have they have advertising on there because that is it's help revenue, right? Like, that's incoming money. But every single one of them is for medications. And,
I'm
like, the more they do it, the more I'm, like, more, like, paying attention to it too.
yeah,
I'm like, "Let me see, I wanna see if I can see, like, a Pfizer thing at the end." Sure shit, every single one of them.
yeah, dude.
It's like, "What the
I
you
know.
gotta be kidding me, man."
I believe there's only 2 countries that do commercials or promote
Yeah, us in, like, New
medications and
Zealand or something like
yeah,
that,
yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah. So
It's
man,
it's nuts,
whatever.
dude.
It is.
It just blew me away. I was just shocked. I was hoping to see normally, I remember there would be funny commercials or chip commercials or
Yeah, Dorito
whatever.
commercials and, like,
Yeah,
just
nothing like
funny
that.
stuff like that.
Just get this fucking pill and take this shot.
Yeah. Brave New World, man. You ever read that?
No, I want to. I've been every time I go to, like, a Goodwill or something, I check to see if I can find that and
Yeah.
1984.
Yeah, I got an old copy of 1984.
I have our book guy, John, keeping his eye out for them
Yeah,
for me.
just talked to him the other day. He had another book sale, the
Yeah,
last one of the year, he said.
yeah, I talked to him too. I
Were
picked
you
up a
there
couple.
last
No,
weekend?
I had
Oh,
my mom went and picked them up for me.
okay.
It's hard for me to drive a lot.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been, yeah, kinda having more issues than normal, but
Does the weather affect you at all?
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, cold, like, the
Cold.
change in season
Yeah,
type of thing?
yeah. So it's been
Interesting.
rough on and off here and there. It's been kinda rough, but so I've been reading the Sword of Truth series, I believe, the last time we haven't talked in, like, over a month, I think, hey?
Dude, it's been a while.
We haven't done one of these, and I didn't bother you because I know you're busy. Life,
Yeah.
I know you've been
No, I know,
working and then
I
doing the
was like, "Oh, I
coaching
wonder if
and
we could get one in today." I'm like, "Ah, yeah, but I'd have to rush there and do this, and then I gotta get over here and practice goes till, like, 5:30 every day." It's like, Jesus,
yeah, and it's not.
it's a long day.
By that time I'm done. Like my mind is
Yeah, no, I know, but even at practice, like, the other day, I was trying to, like, talk, and I would just lose track of what I was saying over and over and over again. I'm like, "Guys, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Let's just, go run."
yeah.
Like
Let's
like,
just let it
and I
go.
wish it was just that simple. Like, a lot of people probably think cross country is just like, "Okay, just send the kids to run. How hard can it be?" It's like, "No, there's a little
No,
way, way
more to
more
it
to
than
it."
that. Yeah.
But, yeah,
So
no, it's interesting.
he had a couple of those books in hardcover because I've been trying to collect them in hardcover,
Okay.
and then a couple Star Wars ones that I got from him. So yeah.
Right,
So I
right
talked
on.
to him. We message on Messenger,
Okay.
and he keeps me up to date. And yeah, it's kind of a bummer that it's already that time, dude. It's already
I know, man.
fall,
I
man.
I love hoodie weather. I love hoodies, man.
Yeah,
I'll wear hoodies from now until March, probably April,
sure.
but, like,
Me too,
I'm not ready for it to be cold yet at the
dude.
same
And it
time.
dropped off hard.
Oh, dude, it was 80 4 days ago, and
Yep.
now it's 40.
37 this
Yeah,
morning. I
37
had
this morning.
37.
Right, let's get
I'm
after
like,
it.
I
Jesus.
turned the heat on a little bit, changed the
I know.
filter.
I'm glad I cut my grass a couple days ago. I'm like, "Thank God I did, because I don't wanna go do it when it's cold."
Yeah, I haven't done it. The boys need to do it. They
Yeah,
gotta do something.
yeah. I picked up the new electric lawnmower, I really like it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Did
were
I tell
telling
you
me
about
about
that?
that. Yeah, when we
Yeah.
were on the phone.
Yeah, 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 yep. Yeah, there was an Ego. I got one of the I got a pretty nice one. It's wider, 21-inch blade, like, it's a pretty nice. And I love it, man. It cuts
Yeah,
so
it's
nice.
good.
Like, you it cuts just like a gas-powered mower,
Yeah,
but it's quiet. It starts,
nice.
like, so easy. You literally push a button
I
and it
need
just
that.
goes.
I need that, man. Because me
Dude,
pull start and stuff is hard for me.
yeah.
No.
Dude, it's so nice. It's so easy. It really is. And then the batteries, like, so I bought the mower, and because I bought this specific mower, I got a free battery. The batteries are like $300 a piece. So, like, the mower comes with a battery, but I got a free battery because I bought that specific mower. And
Dude.
then I bought, uh, like, a trimmer and
Yeah.
a leaf blower also, and that came with a battery. So I have 3 batteries, I have 3 units, but they actually make a snow blower too, which I'm considering now because of how good, those the products I already have are.
Are good. Yeah. Well, how long does it take to charge that up?
Dude, they have, like, superchargers. They take, like, 30 minutes.
Holy shit.
And I cut my in one on one battery, I cut my whole entire lawn, trimmed. I just keep switching the battery out just because 'cause I'm curious to see how long they last.
Yeah, right, right.
And I put it in the leaf blower, and the leaf blower's got some torque, man, that thing goes. And I'm like, "And I blew off all the sidewalks and everything." I'm like, "On one
Shit.
battery." I'm sure in
Nice.
time it's gonna, like,
Well,
deteriorate a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I still got well, finish. Go ahead, and then I'll tell you.
No, go ahead. I think that's pretty much.
Well, talking about batteries, I picked up back remember when Faith you can get them packages, like, package 1, it came with your drill, it came with the tools, like, the tool
Yep,
packages for,
yep,
what level you were.
yeah,
I still got my Milwaukee hammer drill. Dude, from 2013, I found the tag for it the other day, and my Milwaukee it was still on my Milwaukee bag that it came with. You got the impact,
yep,
the hammer drill, the flashlight, 2 batteries. Things still run, batteries, it's phenomenal.
yeah,
It's still, like, kicks ass.
yep. I know, yeah, mine when did I start there? 2010, something like that? Yeah, but mine was the same, like, I still got my Milwaukee, but I had, like, the OG Milwaukee drill, man,
Oh,
that thing
yeah,
was
the big one, right?
yeah, that thing
Like, the
was
bigger one?
it not the huge one, but it was just, like, the normal,
Oh,
a 28-volt one or whatever it was.
yeah,
But,
okay.
yeah, I
That
got
was a
that.
good deal for that we got that shit for,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, without a doubt, and it was, like, lifetime, like, warranty where
yeah,
you could just send it in and it'd fix it,
mhm. I haven't had
which
to do that, so that's good.
yeah. Yeah, well, I busted I had a Sawzall, and the clip on the inside that held the blade,
Oh,
it, like, snaps,
snapped?
so, like, none of the blades, like, hold on anymore, so I don't
I
know what
think
I'm
that's
gonna do with
kinda
that thing.
common with them.
Yeah. So I probably just could replace the
Sure.
end of it or whatever you do, I don't actually know. But, yeah, I got all those tools laying around somewhere. I hardly ever use them now, I don't need them.
Yeah, well, a drill is good, man.
A
That's
drill's good, but I have, like,
always need a drill.
I got, like, some Bosch ones that are really nice too, just the little tiny remember the
Yep.
little ones with the little
Mhm. Yep.
14 volt, 10 volt, whatever little batteries are.
I still got my Milwaukee Jam Box too.
Do
That
you?
thing's
Oh,
dude,
that thing's an animal.
trying to
It's
find
fast.
them, good luck.
Yeah. You
Good
could probably
luck.
turn around and sell that for more than you
Yeah.
paid for it.
I looked on eBay, them things are a couple $100 now.
Really?
Yeah, I paid $100 for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
those things are nice. Those
and
things
mine's in good shape. I keep it at
you
work
yeah,
now.
you
I
keep
wipe it
everything
off.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, I try to maintain my shit 'cause, you spend money on something, you might as well take care of it,
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
right? Like, I sometimes it blows my mind, people and what they do with their
They just throw it around, leave it in the
Yeah.
rain, whatever, you know.
I mean,
Then they
even when I
wonder
was a
why it
kid
don't work.
playing with my toys, I would always play with them nicely. I wasn't one of them,
Yeah,
bang,
legs
bang. I
falling off,
never did that
break
shit.
everything. Nope, me either.
I was
No,
all they were moving like real life to me.
yep, yep.
Yep.
I did that with Legos too, you know, kids will be like, "Oh, Legos," and then smash or whatever. No, it's like I would, like, have the you probably know what I'm talking about, but Legos used to have cars that you could, like, put actual steering wheels on, and you could turn the
Yeah.
wheels and
Yep.
drive them. So I would drive them, and I had a cop car, and I had like, a race car that were both the same type of model, and I would drive them around, but I would, like, fake crash them or whatever. But when they would crash, I wouldn't just, like, whip them and crash them. I would, like, do slow motion and, like, take one piece off at a time. So that way okay, they like, it was a crash and they
Yeah.
were breaking, but, like, it was specific pieces I would just take off, so that way it was 1, it was easy to put back together, and then 2, like, I wouldn't actually break anything.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
That Yep. I
that's
always
OCD at its worst right there.
well, but it lasted and you took care of it.
Yeah, and they're all still downstairs, man. I still got a whole tote full of Legos,
No. That's gold right there, brother.
pretty much.
It's
Damn
gold.
close to it.
Yeah. Fucking Legos are expensive, dude. I'm done collecting them.
Oh, well, Legos are weird now though, because like, they're so specific, right? Like, pieces are, like, specifically made.
Yeah.
You know what
Depending
I
on
mean?
what you
Like,
buy. Right.
so, like, you buy Star Wars stuff, it's like, "Okay, this piece is only for the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon, that's it. You can't
Yeah.
use it for anything else because it ain't gonna work,"
Yeah.
you
And
know?
fly. Or the
This is
helmet
weird.
collections. Yeah. Like, there's certain things, but there's still, like, fun. Yeah, man, Legos is a that's a weird thing, man, how much toys have changed and how expensive they are.
I know.
It's like
Do you ever watch that Lego TV show?
oh, the builder one? Where they
Yeah,
build stuff?
yeah.
Yeah,
I've never watched it,
parts of it, yeah, it's intense. They got it's like a workshop, bro.
but, like,
I mean
what are they doing on there? Are they, like, building, like, actual cities or something? Or
yeah,
do they have,
they
like
I believe like, I've watched clips of it, like, parts of it when it was on TV, the boys are watching or whatever, but, like, the hosts give them something, "Okay, we want you here, you got 3 hours, build something like this." And then there's just, like it's like Willy Wonka's Lego house of
okay,
bins
so
of,
they, like
"Okay, here's the green, here's the blue, here's the fucking"
so they
crazy.
gotta, like, build okay, you gotta have, like, this much mechanical work in it. You need to have a lifter, you need to have
Yeah.
a mover,
I
stuff
mean,
like
we
that.
have a community around here that's, hardcore Lego people.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, I sold one of my I had some of the wow, this was a
I
while
know
ago.
that I know there's a dude that is going around buying them up, but, like, I didn't know there was, like, an
Yeah,
actual
no, he filled me
community.
in a little bit when I met up with him,
Oh,
and I had a
okay.
little bin of old stuff from the boys, like, I don't know, this was probably 2 years ago now. But, yeah, they apparently in Green Bay, they get together and they take up a part of an amusement park and they build an amusement park. Like, they got a Ferris wheel, they
Really?
got, like, a whole city. Yeah, there's, like, a whole group of people that
Oh, that's cool.
oh, yeah, they get together and hang out, man, and they chop it up.
Very cool. There's a dude from Green Bay, I think he's from Green Bay, um, I had gone to, like, a huge rummage at one of those, like, antique places, and there's people that set up tables and all that stuff, you know? And, he had Lego boxes of Legos, like, brand new Lego stuff, but it was all old
Mm.
stuff. So he'll, like, um he'll go to, like, Walmart or, like, places like that and buy up all the stuff that comes off the shelf that
Oh,
isn't sold,
yeah, yeah.
and then he'll just buy all that up because it was, like when we went, there was, like, a lot of Christmas stuff, which is weird. I didn't even know that they sold, like, Christmas-themed Lego sets
They
or
do. I
whatever.
have a Star Wars one actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, then that's what he had is a lot of that stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, I just go to those places, buy up whatever's coming off the shelf because once one season's over of a certain thing, like, they get rid of it, and then
Yeah,
they
they clearance it some
refill the
too.
stock." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they'll sell it cheap or whatever, and that's what he does, and then he turns around and tries to sell it again. Pretty insane. I mean, probably takes a lot of work, but
Good idea. Yeah, there's people that do that for sure.
yeah,
They go buy the clearance shit and they'll wait a while and sit on it and they'll resell it or I mean, people do that for jobs, man. That's why, all it's unfortunate that like the Goodwills and the Salvation Army stuff and all them places that do that raise their prices now
I know.
because people go
Oh,
in there and get shit and resell it, which
trying to make money.
kudos to them. They're making money.
Yep.
But some people need like, the unfortunate people in the world that go there because they don't have a lot. It kind
Yeah.
of hurts too. Now you're
Well,
spending
the hard part about it is I see both sides of it, like, it's
right.
cool that people do that, but as a collector, like, people who, like, scalp all this stuff or, like, go online and, like, snipe everything, you know? PlayStation 5 was a good one, like, there was people that would hoard they would go and buy fifty PlayStation 5s and then turn around and sell them for a grand. It's like, well, I'm actually trying to get one, you know, 1 to add to my collection and 2 to have, but you got 50 of them and you're sitting on them
Yeah.
and you're trying to sell them for double the price,
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean? So, like, so you can't limit it because you shouldn't limit what people are willing to spend their money on. The thing is people need to be smart and stop paying these stupid prices that people are asking and say like, "Oh, I'll just wait another week, maybe they'll come out again and I'll pay normal price for it," rather than paying double the price, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Don't give in to the scalp.
thing, you wait that week and the fucking thing ain't there because it's taking longer.
Yeah, no, I know,
You know
and
what I'm
there's
saying?
drawbacks, I get it.
Just like here in town, the Black Series figures. If like this has happened to me, I've been there. I'm like, oh shit, they got one. Cool. Next week
Get it.
or a few days. It was a few days. I went back. I'm getting it. I was there. I need to get it. Gone. And this happened on multiple occasions for me because they
Sure.
don't make as much shit anymore. So that makes it hard
I'm gonna
too.
whenever I'm over at GameStop or something, I'm gonna just start taking pictures and be like, "What do you need?"
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because then that way we can double up on the
Yeah.
searching,
I
you know?
appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. I don't get out there much, but that's the thing.
Did you get a GameStop Pro thing yet?
No, I haven't been
Oh,
back there since
oh,
we
man.
talked. I haven't
Yeah,
been there in a month.
gotta get it. Cause just pick up a free pack of Pokemon cards, man, it pays off.
I have something for you.
Yeah, that's the trick, everybody. Go get a
Mhm.
GameStop Pro membership, it's $15 for the year, whatever it is, something close to that, but they give you a free $5 every single month. So if you do the math, you're coming out way ahead. All you gotta do is go in there and get a free pack of Pokemon cards. Those are 4.90, something like that, 4.95 or whatever it is. So you just walk in, free pack of Pokemon cards every month. You get 12 packs of Pokemon cards,
Yeah,
add
it's
it up,
Pokemon's a big deal.
and you know, if you want to open them up, great. If you don't, like a lot of times, those booster packs when they're sealed, still like they'll they'll go up in price
Yeah.
almost every time.
I have a buddy, well, I have a few buddies actually that play Magic, and that's another card game I miss. I used to play that a lot, but
No, we could get
it
back into it, but it's kind of complicated, man. Because I used to
it's
play
too
too.
expensive. Yeah, I remember that,
It's
right.
expensive, but the
Expensive as shit.
cards are so weirdly complicated now. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand it. I'm sure once I played it, it'll be fine. But
but he buys booster boxes. Like, he'll buy half a case for $600, and
yeah,
then he sits on a couple boxes because it's true, they do I mean, there's old Magic I mean, You're
Oh, yeah,
paying $500 for just one
for just
box,
one card. So for just one card
or
to
even one card. Even
yeah.
now, yeah, shit, yeah.
I actually have a couple Magic cards. One of them is up, I think, like 30, 35, $40 for the card.
People buy them.
Yep. No, yeah, I'm just gonna chill on them for a bit. Like, it's down season now, so, like, it's weird how this works. So, like, it prices fluctuate, and they usually fall a little bit in the fall.
Really,
Yeah.
I would think they would increase because that's like more. Everybody wants to be indoors now.
Yeah, and,
You see what I'm
it
saying?
is weird that, but, yeah, you check the prices and a lot some of them go up, but, like, a lot of times they'll fall a little bit now, and then, like, springtime, they'll shoot back up again because
Mm.
people are buying in the spring
Yeah,
for whatever you think that they would be buying for Christmas, but all the new stuff is coming out at Christmas, so all the old stuff isn't getting
mm,
bought,
yeah,
right? They're buying the new games, you wanna have new stuff to open up at Christmas time, whatever.
yeah. Christmas, man.
I ain't ready for that yet.
No, it's almost here too, bro.
No.
I mean,
No.
we're already in October. What is it today? The 8th? It's
Eh,
8th
yeah.
today already.
I think so. Yeah, man.
November. Thanksgiving's around the horn.
I like Thanksgiving, that's one of my favorite holidays, 'cause
Y-
that's food. Get
Yeah,
together with your family, eat a bunch of food, watch football, boom, done.
I've been.
Holiday
It's
done.
over. Yeah, I've been.
All it
I,
is.
I like to burn candles in the house, and I get like the pumpkin spice,
Oh,
fall.
sure.
They're like seasonal candles. Oh, it
Yep.
makes the house smell so good. I love it.
Yep. The cinnamon flavor. I was just
Apple
talking with
cinnamon.
yeah, I was just talking with Steph last night, like, "Hey, you put cinnamon on an apple, it tastes pretty good, right?" "Yeah, it tastes really good, everyone likes that." "But you have, like, a cinnamon candy or cinnamon gum, why the fuck is it spicy?"
Oh, I like that. I like Big
I
Red.
like it too, but,
You
like, I'm
don't
just
chew
like,
Big Red,
it
then
doesn't
you.
it doesn't make sense though, like, why is the artificial flavor so not what the real flavor is?
Yeah.
Watermelon, they can nail that. They can get those
Oh,
flavors, right?
watermelon Jolly Ranchers.
But, banana, not even close. The artificial flavor is not even close to the
Oh,
same, in
dude,
my opinion.
no.
Grape, same thing. Like, where did they come up with these artificial flavors compared to the real flavors? I've never tasted a real grape that tastes like an artificial grape.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's just candy. Yeah, I don't know. It's
No,
candy.
I know it's just candy, but I'm just saying this is really weird.
Yeah, that is odd to think of that.
That what I don't know. That's what my
Well,
mind.
would you get addicted more to, eating a grape or eating a grape Jolly Rancher?
Well, easily a Jolly Rancher
Well, there you
'cause
go.
it's tastier, right?
Yeah.
Grapes are good. I love grapes, but,
I
like,
used to eat grapes too. Yeah, they're good. I'll actually I'll f- Once you get the accustomed, taste to what you're eating, it's like it does taste good.
yeah, and that's vegetables too. Like, you just gotta eat them. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
the first time it's weird. Texture's weird for vegetables because some of them are, like,
mushy,
grainy or whatever, mushy.
grainy. Yep,
But, like, you just eat it, and then you'll be fine. You just gotta it's kind of an acquired taste, I guess, but
it
not
is.
really. I don't know. No, I know what you're saying, though.
It
Makes
is.
sense.
Because when I was being healthy, it was like, ugh. And then eventually,
Yeah,
like, no, it's not bad. Like I
yeah.
used to eat a
Eat
shit ton of
healthy for
chickpeas.
Yep. Eat healthy for a minute, then you go and eat, like, a fast food burger or something, you're like, "Whoa, what the heck?
That's
This
true.
is so salty." You know?
Actually, I ate at Burger King last night
Did
for
you
the
really?
first time in
Oh,
years. Yeah.
man, dude, I haven't been there since I don't even know when.
Yeah, we were just kind of home by ourselves, and Trisha wanted to have some Thai cuisine, and I'm not really big on that.
Menominee?
Yeah, it's not
Type
my
of
it's not my cup of tea.
No? Oh, man, I love that.
No, I had it one time, and I just wasn't impressed. Nothing. I'm not against it. It just didn't
Yeah.
jam with me. Whatever. So I was like, what the hell could I have? I'm like, well, I've been kind of thinking like of a Burger King chicken sandwich, like the original chicken sandwiches.
Mhm.
Them weren't that bad ever.
No.
So I'm like, let's go. And it was a funny experience. It was like I went to go in because I needed to stand. We drove there. I needed to stand. I'm gonna go in. Doors locked. I'm like, "What?" No cars in the parking lot at all. The lights were on. I'm like, go to the drive-through, and sure shit, they're open though, and some dude in there, hey, welcome to Burger King. How you doing? Good, how are you? Oh, it could be better. I'm like, oh, this could be bad, you know?
Probably didn't have anyone working for him, right?
Yeah. But honestly, it was a good it was good. I was impressed. I was satisfied with it. I was
Yeah, man.
for being a long time, it was like, this ain't bad.
Yeah, if I do fast food, it's usually at Taco Bell. That's
I
where I'll
used
stop.
to what the hell did they used to have? They got rid of it. Shredded chicken burrito? Was that a
Maybe
thing?
the spicy chicken burritos.
No, it wasn't spicy. It had, like, some green sauce in there with
Mm,
rice and shredded chicken. They
okay.
used to have, like, the mini shredded chicken quesadillas too, and they got rid of all that,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
I
didn't know
think.
about
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Really
They have,
good.
like, the beefy melt burritos are pretty solid. And for they're like $2. They used to be a dollar. So, like, these beefy melt burritos were like a dollar, and it was like this big ass burrito. And, my uncle actually, like, had a couple Taco Bell stores, and I was
Mm.
talking to him about it. I'm like, "Man, that's, like, the best deal alive. Like, how are you making money on that?" He's like, "We're not. We're banking on people buying a soda because that's where we'll make the money." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's a
makes sense." But then they raised the price of those burritos to $2. So,
well,
they
it's
obviously
everything is expensive as
saw a
fuck
flaw
now.
there, but yeah. No, I know.
Everything's
It's getting
pricey,
crazy.
dude. Crazy expensive to
It is.
go places to eat now.
Yep. No, it is. It's cheaper just to buy food from the grocery store. And even that's expensive, but I mean, it's still cheaper to,
Yeah.
buy a loaf of bread and make a sandwich than
You were
go to
talking about remember you were just saying about limiting how many PlayStations you can buy. Remember when they were doing that with certain items? Like butter and eggs and
you can
fucking toilet paper?
you can only buy one gallon of milk.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
have
like
more than that.
can you believe that? We lived in a time where we were limited to what we could buy.
Yeah. Dude, telling you, man. It's all about control, all about money, all about we could go it'll go back to that every single time. There's never a
Yeah,
situation
well,
that
right.
is shitty that doesn't go to, like, money for people who are in control or money for people who are trying to operate the whole system here.
Yeah. Can't we all just get along?
Right? I get it.
Yeah. Well, this was good, man. This was a good little chat.
It was, man. Back at it. I think
Yeah,
we can, keep these things flowing now. I got more time now that all my personal training is done
yeah,
running wise.
good. Yeah. Try to do one regularly, once a
Yeah.
week, once every couple weeks. I know we gave everyone, you guys that are listening, a bunch of them at one time, but that's because Derek knew he was going to be busy. So,
Yeah. So we gave you some material and then but yeah, we'll be steady through here now, I think. Try to get one or two a week out and
yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, it was good chatting with you, getting you back, getting the monks out there again.
oh yeah.
The Midwest monks coming at you.
PS, I'm gonna have those shirts next week.
Really?
Yep.
No shit.
Yep, they are in production right now.
Good.
Actually,
Awesome.
I'm hoping they call tomorrow. Actually, we'll see. I had confirmed all the stuff Thursday.
Nice.
So, however, they're busy over there, but however long it takes to get them done, so I'll get you that shirt at
Right
some point
on.
next week.
Right on, man. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, thanks,
I
everyone.
didn't tell you what's all on them, did I?
No, well, yeah, you said YouTube and then, well, I'm
Yeah, so it
assuming.
actually has like the in color, like the YouTube and Spotify symbols on the side.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's gonna say Midwest Monks, our emblem right here on the
Mm,
chest.
nice, dude.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
gonna be
I'm
good.
excited to check it out. What color are they? Black?
Black, and then they, our regular color. Like
Yeah.
it's
Blue and
legit.
orange. Cool. That's cool. Sweet, man.
I know. I'm excited to see how they turn out because I think I might do a hat too. So if you
That'd
want
be
a hat,
that'd be pretty slick.
you got to find a fedora that's like baller so we can
Yeah.
actually print it.
I think fedora season's over now, man.
Oh,
I'll
that is
get one with muff
over.
that come down and cover my ears.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
You can get those too. We'll start selling merchandise.
Yeah. There we go. Custom.
We need a couple more followers first, though. We got to get some
Yeah.
subscribers.
Well, they'll jump on board once they see how cool we are.
Yeah, I know.
We're dope.
Yeah, Some dope Midwesterners
Yep.
with our funny accents.
I'll tell you what. Making fun of me,
So,
boy.
boy, you sure do have a pretty mouth.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
All right, everyone. We're gonna get the hell out of here. But
All right, man.
really enjoyed this conversation. Good catching up with you, man. And thanks for everyone for supporting and watching. Check us
Like and
out.
share.
Tell your friends. Yeah. It's a
All
good
right, man.
time.
We'll
All
see
right,
you later.
guys. Later.